What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Monday. Monday. Great day. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend. Oh my goodness. I got back on the saddle with the TSU broadcast. I was excited about that, nervous, it's been a year, and missed the first week. I could have had that up under my belt, but I really enjoyed myself. There's some things just happened over the weekend. Two great birthdays from Michael B. Happy birthday to Michael B. Happy birthday to Robert Young. Uh, uh, Both of these guys had great things. Events this weekend. It had a lot of people. I couldn't make it to all of them. They had me working one night, but I got a chance to do a little bit. It was great weekend, y'all. When I tell you, I it just couldn't have got no better. It was just nice. If you just being around people and getting a chance to see some people you hadn't seen in a while, and being around, just being comfortable being around people, because people so crazy these days. So you don't want to be around everybody, but what's going on? I see you, Rod Wells. I see you, Thaddeus Moody. I see you, Daryl Anderson, out there cruising the Bahamas. Oh my God, you down there where the weather is nice. But share the show. Oh, I haven't shared the show yet. I'm just talking. Um, Let me share the show right quick and make sure everybody's up and running. Because sometimes people look for me and say, Robert, you didn't share it. So let me share it to my groups. But what's up? Tell me something. Tell me something out there good. What happened? What interesting happened out there for you, Rod Wells? Rod Wells, what you want to talk about? It's a baseball you want to talk about today. I'll talk to you. We'll talk about everything today. We'll talk about what you want to talk about, Doc. Y'all talk to me. I'm just sharing the show right now. Don't pay me no attention. Happy Monday. Got a chance to see Chris Walker do a game on Saturday. Which game did Chris Walker? I ain't been keeping up with Chris like I used to. What game did he? What game did he call? I didn't even. He used to tell me what he gonna do, but he didn't got too Hollywood or something around there. So I don't know when he. Uh, what game did he call? Uh, Help me out. I'm trying to share. Okay, there it is. Boone is in the building. What's up there, Boone? Uh, I gotta go get some too in a minute. But oh shit! Wait a minute. I think I can use this device. Hold on. I think I can. I just got to figure something out when I use it. But I haven't paid it in the bill. I'm just checking. I'm just talking. It's a lot of stuff. What happened over the weekend? Y'all give me something that was just interesting to you. It was just interesting. I'm gonna see how interesting. I just want to see what y'all thinking. That's all. Just want to see what you're thinking. I'm taking little notes to myself. Let's go Texans tonight. Absolutely. Let's go Texans tonight. That's one of my topics. Yes, let's go Texans. I really want them. As much as I love what's the guy? Mike Tomlin. I want Texas to win tonight. Oh, the Colorado game. Okay. I didn't get a chance to see y'all. I had so much. I mean, TSU tonight play Delta State at 7 o'clock. Excuse me, yeah, not Delta State, Mississippi Valley State. I don't know why I said Delta State. Mississippi Valley State tonight. Delta State. That's Mississippi. But they play them tonight, 7 o'clock. Me and Jay Holloway will be on the call. Man, it was just it's so unique. I got a chance to call a basketball game without Chatterbox. That's the first time I had a chance to. called a game and Chatterbox wasn't to my left. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little different this weekend, Jay. He told my Roswell said he thinking about going to the a Dodger spring training for the first time. Get out there and go to spring training, man. Do your thing. Live your life. If you ain't never been, go do it. That'd be one of your 12 new things that month. Go do something you ain't never did. Absolutely. Go do that. What's up, Jay Johnson? What's up there, Derek Holcomb in the building. Um, but TSU tonight, they had a rough. The women won over the weekend. TSU women beat um, um, Arkansas Pine Bluff this weekend, and we lost to Arkansas Pine Bluff this weekend. The men, we got the. It's just a whole lot of stuff that we just got. Just little things, just the little things, proper spacing and doing little stuff. Yes, but those little things add up to big things, and little things add up to big losses if you don't get them right. The Bears fourth quarter comeback, absolutely, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I used to mess with that little boy, Caleb Wilson. You can put your fingernails on or whatever you can do. You can put leaf press on nails. The way you played the other night, son, I can't say nothing about you no more. I mean, I didn't like the nail polish. That's just not me. But man, young fella, Caleb Wilson, you were number one pick. You was all everything in high school. You was out, and you came to the NFL and proved. And you had a couple of rough years, a couple of rough years, and wait a minute, yeah, but yeah, especially last year. And but now, son, you are showing what type of quarterback you are. Wimby put on a clinic in Boston. Wimby, man, he's just a bad man. I mean, absolutely, he's a bad man. I can't even talk about what somebody said. Hold up. Somebody sent me some. But man said, boy, people be sending me texts messing with my team, man. Y'all leave my team alone. But Caleb Wilson, what else? What else? Jay, what you have this weekend? The joke in Chicago is French tips at the nail salon. So, no, don't tell me that. Hold up, y'all. You know what? I didn't come on and prepare my show. Let me see. I hope I got. Oh, okay. I didn't come on and prepare the show today. I was waiting on my girl to come on. I know where she gonna be at tonight. Hey, y'all, whatever Sonya say tonight is all right. Tell Mike I said happy birthday live on the show today. Uh, uh, and I hate I miss y'all. Look like y'all had a good time. But boy, they y'all don't understand. I have to because of the Chop Shop, I have to condense a lot of stuff that I do on Friday. I got to condense a lot of stuff. So sometimes Friday can get a little hectic because I'm taking, 8 hours of my day out a week to do the Chop Shop. So it's just so many hours in a day. So, Sonya, I was so tired after I finished all the meetings, and I said, "Oh no, I just couldn't." But thank you for putting some stuff online. That was kind of cool, and so I felt like I was there a little bit. And but I'm just thinking about something, man. That man said Wembley is truly a generational talent. Victor Wembanyama, man, it's so much I got to talk about, man, this week. And y'all just bear with it. It's just so much stuff that I have to talk about it. Brian Boatwright, what's up, Doc? But the NBA, the Rockets disappointed me. How the hell you lose twice to Portland and then Sacramento? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. You feel me? And it's just so much stuff. Shout out to Rob, man, Robert Young, man, and his wife. Uh, um, they just did some stuff for him this weekend. It just on Saturday. It's Sunday I said, one of them days. Wait a minute, yeah. After as soon as I called the game. And y'all, I got back in the saddle again, y'all. Sonya, I got back in the saddle. Sonya, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Uh, it was just different. It was different. Um, TSU was called the girls' game, half the girls' game, because we've been gone a year, and they redid some stuff in the IT department, and you couldn't get through to the radio station, so we had a delay. But we came in, and it was kind of cool. Got to get used to Jay, because I'm so used to Chatterbox giving me back. Jay is not as loquacious as as Chatterbox, but it's still a great broadcast. KTSU. I don't care how you're looking at the game. Just make sure you go to KTSU so you can listen to us. And then email me, chopshophtx@gmail.com, anything, and let me know you're watching the show. Listen to the broadcast, and I'm going to shout you out right there on the radio, KTSU. So everything's the same, but it's tonight, 7 o'clock. I know y'all gonna be at the game or watching the game. Believe you me, the game will be on one of my devices. Yes, the Texas game, and I don't have to watch a whole game. I can't watch a whole football game anyway. So in between calls, I'll be over here. Then I'll rush home and watch I guess the second half tonight. But happy birthday to your husband. Okay. Hey, Dr. Lindsay, how you doing, sir? But Dr. Lindsay, what happened over the weekend? Anything excited? It don't have to be sports related. Anything, y'all? I keep us in prayer. Keep everybody in prayer, because I don't know what's going on, man, with this. And notice I haven't been talking too much about what's going on in that public housing on 1600 Pennsylvania up there in DC. That is public housing. Also, the White House is public housing. And just in case you didn't know, when people talk about black people live in public housing, that's public housing too. But it's let me just go. The college football playoffs was unbelievable. I can't believe y'all ain't brought that up. It was unbelievable. Down goes the Kings. All those Kings. Indiana just running through everybody. Fernandez is just as good as advertised. Because I haven't seen a game all year. I haven't watched too much college basketball, but I got the chance to watch a little bit of it this weekend. But I was just thinking about the Rock. Um, um, then I found out the Rock is watch this, y'all. And it's because they have to have special stuff. But the Rock is now lost 3 games in a row after falling to a struggling Sacramento. They lost 2 in a row to Portland at Portland's home. Then go to Sacramento. And then somebody tell me the Rockets couldn't find a hotel in Sacramento last night. So they stayed in San Francisco instead of, and drove this after, they're gonna drive and go to the and play against the King. They couldn't find a hotel. Something happened, and you had to have certain special stuff. I don't know if y'all know. They just don't say, "Okay, I need a room." It's certain logistics had to happen uh, before the Rockets can stay at your hotel. It's there's certain any team, NBA, the collective bargaining agreement is certain things. Certain players got to have this on the floor, a suite. They got some player had to have a suite here and suite. When I tell you, if y'all knew the logistics that goes in to um, just moving these teams from city to city in NFL football team. Do me a favor, go on YouTube one day and just type in what does it take to move an NFL football team to the on the road and city, and just watch everything. Everything is taken care of. Certain guys like their room by the exits. Certain guys like their rooms by the elevator. And guys got to come. You got 53 players when you're traveling with football, so it is unique. It's unique, and situation. I know we just take it for granted. These guys just, they just playing. Robert, they're a professional. That boy, but they're human. You can't find a hotel to stay in. Then you have to drive all the way back, go to San Francisco and drive all the way back to play against Sacramento, because Sacramento didn't have the proper hotel accommodations for them. I don't know how that happened, but somebody in trouble on that one though. He said vision board prayer party at the church. Oh, and the Renee Good movement. I can't get that one. And I declare the word of the Lord that ICE would be dismantled in 90 days. Absolutely. ICE need to be dismantled. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But the Texans tonight, he said, despite the injuries, the 49ers surprise victor over. You know what? The Eagles, y'all, come on, y'all. Come on, Harold Tillman. You know the Eagles man, it was too much bickering. You know they wasn't gonna win again. And I know they wasn't gonna win. I knew it was just too much, man. Dude, it's hard to win. You got to be together. You ain't got to love each other, but you got to respect each other. And that number left, what's that boy Brown? The dude just keep begging for the ball and kept dropping the ball last night. See, I didn't get a chance. I ain't gonna lie, I did not get a chance to watch the games yesterday. I did not. I was just too much stuff going on yesterday. Oh yes, I went. One of my best friends in the whole world, Byron Dinkins, used to play for uh, um, used to play for the Houston Rockets. He came to town. He's one of the assistant coaches at the University of Charlotte. Um, University of North Carolina, Charlotte, and they came in and played Rice. So I went by to support him. He, man, great man. I never forget, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you were around back when he came to. He was a unrestricted free agent. He had a tryout with the Rockets. Him and AC. Don't AC. I was just with him last night, yesterday. But him and AC, it's gonna pop up. Somebody gonna put it up there. These two undrafted rookies happen to be make the team. Um, Don Chaney was the coach. Don Chaney. These two young guys, Byron. I mean, these guys had zero chance of making the team. And these guys came in, and I got a chance to hang with both of them after the game, before he got on his bus. But it's just fun, knowing people for over 30, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, and they come in, and uh, that don't happen too much no more. Undrafted free agents in the NBA, it just don't happen too much anymore. And these two guys are us three. Well, I never forget. Young fella didn't know nothing about. He didn't know he was gonna make the team. He made the team. He said, "Okay, I'm here." And it just so happened that I was there for him. My family was there for him and helped him in his transition. Being a professional. So let's see. A lot of specialized needs requirements. Let me see. Terrence Foley. What's up, Terrence Foley? Ladies and gentlemen, you remember Corey McCoy? We came on the show on Wednesday. Let me tell you something. There's good news. There's good news. There's good news. The camp, the Mexico camp, the guys. No, it wasn't no AC Law. No, not AC Law. No. Adrian Caldwell. Adrian Caldwell. Name it. I'm sorry. AC is Adrian Caldwell. That's his name. Daryl Holcomb, not AC Law. Adrian Caldwell. That's why I call him AC. Adrian Caldwell. It was gonna come back to me. I should have been knowing the man 100 years. But I got some good news. And listen, y'all know this. I didn't beg y'all to go. I just presented some stuff to y'all. And hold on, this is what happened this weekend. If you didn't send little Johnny, yeah, what do you call it? I call you the pro-am hopefuls, and you didn't send them over there. This what happened. I asked Corey, I said, how did it go? Because I couldn't make it. If you see, I had it's the craziest weekend, very crazy weekend for me. I mean, my weekend was womp. But he said, went great. He said, signed about 7 to 10 deals this week, and hopefully got another 10, and hopefully another 10 got all expense paid Mexico trip to play against 3 SEBA Copa teams in a tournament, and I'm sending all the rookies. He said I had a G League guy and 2 bigs from Notre Dame and Oklahoma sign $7,000 a month jobs. It was a good camp for kids with gaps and gap years and NIA kids. 43 players showed up. Let me tell you something. I got a picture of them young guys. Y'all, this the kind of stuff that happens on child. And I didn't, you know this, I didn't get to Marcus Carroll can tell us a little bit about it. I think he was there, but those are the guys. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Let me see if I see anybody I know in there. But those are the guys, man, there should have been 100 people in there trying to get them jobs. Those are the guys that was at Straight Jesuit. Shout out to them young fellas. Shout out to the few. You got to understand, everybody ain't going to get no. You got to go out there and prove you are the best. But all we can do is give you the opportunity. And I was so glad that to hear that good news that thought enough of the Chop Shop to want to be able to come on here and talk about what was going on. Darryl Barnes said, I got to watch the #1 versus #2 high school teams in Iowa play each other this weekend here in Cedar Rapids. Neither can stand up to better teams than Houston, our guys. Okay. I'm not surprised at that at all. I'm not surprised at that, Darryl Barnes. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can see it too. But Adrian Caldwell, Derek Holcomb, Google him. He Googleable. He had a son that played in Houston. It'd be funny because people be Jay Jackson. People be because I'm on the show with Jimmy, and people be associating ranking in high school and doing stuff with high school students with me. Kid, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out here. I don't recruit, I don't write about, I don't cover, I don't do nothing in high school basketball. But I get blamed for it. I mean, AC to me, yeah. I said, whoa. But I get blamed. I'm serious. I get blamed. And sometimes don't you get pissed off when you get blamed? I do enough other stuff. Y'all be mad at me about stuff I done. Don't be getting mad at me because stuff I have no. But if I see a high school basketball, like Atascocita played this weekend North Shore, I wanted to go, but ain't nowhere in the world I'm driving way out there. And then I had all the meetings. I said, but God, I couldn't. I can't. I ain't going out there. It's too far. I went out to Tuscaloosa one time, and I vowed I ain't coming out there no more. Y'all got that? I come out there. I'm spending the night. Man, you get out the freeway, and then you got to drive another 100 damn miles. I said, whoa, what the hell's going on? Man, Houston got to be the biggest place in the world, man. Cause Tuscaloosa, y'all got to come to the city. Y'all better come to Humble or come a little bit closer in. I can't come. I can't come to y'all. I can't come to y'all play. But I heard they beat North Shore. Matter of fact, Atascocita, when the University of Charlotte came to town, they asked me, the coach asked me, what's a good game we can see? So guess what? I sent them to that game. See, now that's the kind of stuff I would do. I don't have no control cause now if he seen, listen, both of them teams were seen by Division I basketball staff. Now, the Toscasita guys, they already, committed or whatever. But that's what happened. Y'all, I didn't advertise it. I didn't tell, but I'm gonna just share with y'all when the coach called me and asked me, I called Doug and said, Doug, what's the best game you see? Doug, I said, where you gonna be at, Doug? And he told me. I said, okay. I sent him out there. And but those the kind of things that I do. I don't determine where your son go to school. Now, hold up. If your son good enough, and one of my coaches called me and asked me something, guys that I know, then I recommend your son, just like I did this weekend. Matter of fact, I called the dad and said, look, hey, send me your son's stuff. Y'all, the dad already had a bio. Listen, hold on. I like this kind of stuff right here. They got the kid's name, his class, his position, his height, his weight, his wingspan. Then got a little, little bio on him and tell him his abilities and all that, and got his handle. I mean, I just said, Dad, send me something. The man sent it to me like that. Y'all. Oh, he said, man, Humble and Summer Creek was a good game. Well, big coach, you didn't call. What's up there? Let's give us the challenge. Hey, man, thank you for bringing me inside of that game against Bartlett in Houston. I had just heard about Bartlett. But that little guard, Keelan, who is the little guard at Houston? The little lefty. I done fell in love with him. Y'all, I'm talking about Memphis. I'm talking about Memphis basketball right now. I'm sorry. But Patrick Punch, I saw you. I got your son, Patrick Punch. Your son is in the scouting report, sir. I'm just letting you know. I'll see you tonight. Your son is on the scouting report. I can't tell you what they're saying about it, because I can't. But he on the scouting report. That's all I can tell you. I got film on him and everything. He is balling. Okay? Hey, let me tell you something. He made the scouting report. Shout out Mr. Punch. He's on the screen. He used to watch the show. He stopped watching the show. One of them guys on the show, Chris Walker, somebody said something crazy, and he ain't watched the show. Patrick Punch, don't you let these folks run you away from the Chop Shop. Man, you were on the Chop Shop a long time ago, man. And now your son coming to town, you come back. But I'm glad you're coming back. But I make sure you holler at me tonight. Make sure you holler at me. Justin Friesen. Hold on, let me put that boy in my name. Hey, it seems like that little boy had something on his mind from Memphis, Houston University. Let me tell you, I'm putting him in my notes. Let me tell you something. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to put this little kid in my notes. Braylon. Now, I know about Braylon. But Justin, nobody tell me. Somebody from Atlanta, who was up there over the weekend, they said, how did them two go? They got two players at Bartlett. Oh my God. I called Penny about him. He said, yeah, Penny gave me the whole lowdown on everybody. But didn't nobody tell me about it. Hold up, y'all. Don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to write this down because I'll be serious about what I'm doing. But boy, that little boy act like he had something on his mind. Boy, I'd like to see play. Hey, Houston, when I come to your game, I got boy. I would can if you can find me some video from that game on YouTube. I want to post. I want to just show my guys in Houston, and I'm gonna post it. I want to show my guys in Houston, man. I guess this was. It seemed like he said they play again January 3rd, 30th. Y'all, it just seemed like these teams had something on their mind. You follow me? I mean, these guys come out here like, okay, I'm the one. Then the other dude said, no, I'm the one. No, the other dude said, no, I'm the one. I mean, they was just going back. I said, whoa, y'all, nothing against us. I love Houston. It's my hometown. I haven't seen that since Tommy Mason Griffin versus Ray Penn. Two guards going back at each other. I haven't seen that. I just ain't seen it. If y'all done seen it, just tell me, say, Hatter, will you miss this game? I said, I haven't seen it. But man, Keila, thank you, man, for showing me the atmosphere was ridiculous in there. Actually standing room only. So, man, I gotta get back to Memphis. I gotta get back to Memphis, man. I gotta get back there. I'm sorry. I gotta get down there. See, Joe Jackson and Chris Jones. Boy, they said them two go. I didn't see those matchups, but on TV. I didn't see them in person. But Joe Jackson and Chris Jones, they said those matchups, they was nasty. But yeah, see now see what happens. I get excited about good basketball. It ain't got nothing to do, nothing ain't got, y'all, we just got to get better. We got some down years, it's okay. Matter of fact, Jimmy said, RCS Sports is one of the worst senior class we've had. One of the least recruited, let me put it rightly, because I know somebody might splice this out. One of the least recruited class that Houston had in a long time. You follow me? He said Penny was at Houston. He offered 4 players on. I don't blame him. I'd offer everybody on that. Christy Beckton is the big. Hey man, hey, have y'all ever just had a person that you thought was really your best friend, and guess what? We just pop back up like this. I ain't seen them in years, and they still my best friend. Robert, I done already talked to you. Happy birthday to you, Robert. Yo, what's up? Griffin, I'm on Facebook today. What? Oh, you're on Facebook. Robert Young. Happy birthday to Robert Young, everybody. But Memphis been hooping for years. I know they've been hooping. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I just turn on the game. I mean, and Keelan, I follow him, and he just was taking, he was filming it live, then it cut off. Then I said, man, I got to find this game. These two dudes was going 3, 4, 5. Look, I'm gonna show you how many guys. Think about this. Twan, I don't know, because I ain't talked to Penny about it, but this from outsourced Antoine. He said Penny was at Houston. He offered 4 players on those teams. He offered Justin, Dylan. Okay. I had just talked to him about Dylan, the 2 guys that bought, and Braylon. I had just talked to him about that because I told you, a friend of mine, they had a big tournament down in Memphis not too long ago, Keelan. And and the dude came back, he said, man, they got 2 dudes, young dudes from Butler, just off the chain. So yes. So thank you. Y'all give me a look. So Houston, I'm still with you, Houston. This is what I did for y'all the other night, right? I sent Charlotte to your game. So whether or not you did what you did, you should have did some. Yeah, DJ. Some guy named DJ is a bad boy. See that? See, Fob the one told me about it. Hey, Fob. Did you see Houston high school play? That little left-hand guard. Oh, my God. I don't think he'd have missed yet. He probably ain't missed in practice today. The boy, y'all, while I was watching, and he probably missed a couple shots. He didn't miss a shot. Mid-range, 3. Mid-range. He missed a shot. I said, whoa. It seemed like, that's when I know a guy's just up for the game. We could have used him the other night at TSU. DJ Okor is my top 3 players in his class. Okay, top 3. Wow. Okay, all right, okay. That's just what I like about this. Hey, and Keelan, get what we had this weekend. A partner of mine gave a camp to play ball in Mexico. Not that far from Houston. Mexico ain't that far from Houston. And man, 10 guys got signed on the spot. And another 10 gonna get signed because they gonna go on a little a little exhibition tour against the other teams down there, and gonna show in Mexico. Like I told you, guy, keep your passport ready. Keep your passport ready, because if you're planning on playing basketball overseas, you got to have a passport. Um, but let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. I want to go there. I got some I want to go. It's putting up there. I want to hear how y'all feel. Christy, stay there. I want to hear how you feel. Somebody this morning before I came on the show, he sent me a text. Oh, DJ Top 12 on ESPN. Him and Braylon on the South. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, y'all, think about this. I didn't know these young kids were young. Cause they play kind of mature. They play, I don't know how, I know they were high school kids, but these young kids go at it. They ain't scared of nobody. But still talking about Bartlett and Houston High School. But y'all, somebody sent me this morning. They said, we just had a football player commit. He said, I just had a football player commit to a school publicly and then visit the school after committing and agreeing to an NIL package. Now he wants to decommit because he doesn't like the environment and the staff. Let me repeat that. Y'all, we got to be parents. Parents, I'm talking to y'all. Just had a football player commit to a school publicly and then visit the school after committing and agreeing to an NIL package. And now he want to decommit because he don't like the school. College coaches, all college basketball coaches, especially you black basketball coaches. Man, get these guys on your campus, man, before they commit to you. Or go see them in their environment. Go see how they treat the ball boy. Go see how they treat the person in the gym that they in. Get to know these Negroes before they step on your college campus. And I'm serious about this, man. Man, I see so much stuff going on in college basketball right now. Y'all just don't, I can't talk about everything to y'all because y'all y'all be knowing where I get some of the information from. So no way. There's no way. You letting people out rebound you by 20 rebounds in a basketball game. Me and a mom was on the phone last night. We was just talking about basketball. Her son's a college basketball player. And I gave her some information that nobody's ever told her before. I told her, I said, do me a favor. Just right now while we're on the phone, just go find a random college basketball game that happened. Just random. And I want you to go look at who won the rebound war, who won the rebound total. And that's going to tell you who won the game. Ladies and gentlemen, she could not believe it. She said, wow, Robert. She said, let me try another one. Wow, Robert. Let me try another one. Wow, Robert. Let me try another one. She kept going. Now, you might find outliers in there one time because the team just hit a lot of shots. But the people who win the rebound, and I told a dude the other day, rebound is about desire and pursuit. Desire and pursuit. Notice I didn't say block out, because I saw some dudes blocking out and still the guy got the ball from him. Because that dude had desire, more desire and more pursuit than when you got to go get the basketball. It ain't but one of them, y'all. The hell of college basketball, a Division I college letting another team out rebound you by 20. That means you got your ass beat. You soft as doctor's kind. And you're running around here. They done bought you a Mercedes Benz and got you and got your condos overlooking the water. What? Couldn't be my son. Me and him, we're gonna have a discussion after every game. Homeboy, maybe this ain't what you need to be doing. I hope you got your lesson. I hope you getting your lesson, because you evidently you don't want to do this. And I'm not just talking about big men. Guard, if you're big men, ain't no way in the world a guard 5 foot something supposed to be out rebounding me. No. Desire and pursuit. Watching this stuff, man. And yo, come on, man. This is what you say you want to do. Ain't nobody forcing you to play basketball. I hope not. Some of y'all act like people forcing you to play basketball. Then they want to blame the coach. Hey, excuse me. If you get beat, out rebounded by 20, it ain't the coach's fault. Coach ain't blocked nobody out. Coach ain't had to go. Y'all supposed to be that dude. Coaches, please. I know y'all be in a rush to sign these old ass men, but y'all signing other people's problems that they didn't want, so you got them damn problems. I mean, I'm serious, y'all. It kind of bothered me a little bit now. I'm watching too much of it. I got to go call a game tonight in the SWAC. And I love basketball. All I want to do is pass it, cut, ball movement. Yo, let the ball go at least 3 sides of the floor. If you ain't got no guy that just can go get it, if you ain't got no one guy that can just go get it, and don't just think you can go get it. You ain't never go get it. Why you think you can get to college and think you can? No. Listen. Victor Wembanyama, I'm trying to say it. He said something so clear, and it's so clear to me to today. He said, I would pass up a shot that I can make in my sleep to get my teammate a shot that he can make in his dreams. In other words, I'll pass up my shot that I know I think I can make. He got a better shot. I don't see a lot of that. So I don't know. I don't know if y'all been looking. Y'all know y'all been looking, but I was gonna save this, but I like to pivot because the Chop Shop, in case you just came on the Chop Shop before, first time on the Chop Shop, the Chop Shop was derived from being in the barbershop, or the beauty shop, or the nail shop, chopping it up, just talking. So in the barbershop, you talk about everything, politics, race, the law, everything, high school basketball, college basketball, pro basketball. You talk about everything. And then on this show, we sit around, we debate about it, talk about it. It's the world's messiest intersection that we intersect all of these stuff. And then what we do, we talk about it. Then we get up and brush ourselves off. People get mad at each other because they don't like, because I'm not gonna agree with them, and I don't want you to agree with me. If I'm not right, just say Robert. And guess what? If you got a better fact, now don't come to me. Your face. See, Christy, we got people on here. I present them with facts, and guess what they'll tell me? Well, that's just my opinion. Your opinion on this show got to be based on facts. Because it's a lot of opinions that got that damn fool in the White House right now. A lot of opinions got that voted for that fool. He's a businessman. He's been bankrupt 6 times. Oh, he's a great businessman. Oh, he's God's man. But he's on Epstein's list because of people's opinions. But I watched this. I watched this, and it warmed my heart last night. Y'all know I don't care about these white facing award shows, the Golden Globes and the Oscars, and I don't care nothing about it. But when I see black women pouring into each other and themselves, I had to turn it up. I had to turn it up. Where my girl at? Watch this.
Hi, gorgeous. Come on. We got to dance the whole interview. Let's see if we can pull it off. Come on. But when I answer, I got to do it to the beat. Right? I got to.
So, girl, what do you, no, I'm not going to make it.
Okay, here we go.
You look fantastic. I don't even know when or how you and I met. It's been years.
I know. And when you met me, not only was I a background actor in my 30s, not only was I a cater waiter at Paramount where I'm filming Matlock, but I was also an Uber driver in my mid-30s. So when you met me, we were taking deep breaths together. And I was really questioning, what am I doing here? Because I had no evidentiary support to back up why I left the corporate world at 27 for this. And when I say life for me really started after 40, I am having the time of my absolute life.
I could not play that on this show. Somebody need to hear that. I love Matlock. I used to like Matlock from a long time. My mom, that's me and my mom's connection. But it's a new Matlock out. And she is one of the principals on Matlock. She left her corporate job to go pursue acting, did all of those jobs out there. Now she's a star on a hot Paramount lot right now. I had to show that. Her name is Sky P. Marshall. You go watch Matlock. She the one on the show. But I love to see that. And then, ladies, I can't wait to Women Rock Wednesday. I can't. Guys, I'm finna get back to sports in a minute. But these women, these women I just love them. Watch this. I had to play it. That's Tiana Taylor. She been through some stuff. She been through a divorce. Met this other dude. She messed with him, and now they done broke up. She done got rid of them dudes, and look what happened to her. Tiana Taylor just won. She's best supporting actor for this thing. One battle after another. It's Leonardo DiCaprio is in it. I was watching it the other night, and it was crazy. I did not know it was up for a Golden Globe. But she said, "Watch this, Sonya." To my brown sisters and my little brown girls watching, her kids upstairs. Your softness is not a liability. Your depth is not too much. Jasmine Crockett, you are not too much. You just right, baby. Don't you let these clowns tell you who you not. Thought I'd throw that in there. She said, our light does not need position or permission to shine. You belong in every room you walk into, my little young black sisters. Your voice matter, and our dreams deserve space. The name of the movie, I just gave it to you then, One Battle After Another. One battle after another. Dude, it starts out bam, 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 bam. It's unbelievable. But y'all had to share that. I'm sorry. I had to share it. That's why I said, that's why I love having a platform like this. Because every day, I told y'all, we have this thing, Christy, on Wednesday where we have Women Rock Wednesday. But Christy, women rock every day on this show. And the reason I'm always have Women Rock Wednesday, Christy, when I was at the radio station, they used to tell us, y'all might have to cut Women Rock Wednesday. I said, why? That's y'all lowest rated day. I said, no, we'll cut you before we cut Women Rock Wednesday. We left the right. Can't beat. Listen, nobody come tell us what to do. That's when I always said, y'all don't understand. I'm just sitting there thinking about this girl. Tiana Taylor. It's amazing to me. Christy, I don't know. I didn't even show myself, Christy. Hold up, Chris. Chris, let me show you. I got to show you what I had on at the game. I was calling TSU game the other night. Brandon, what's up, Doc? Brandon, I was at the game, man. Hey, Brandon, first time ever I done went to 2 Rice games in a season. In one season. I've been to 2 before, but not in one season. Hold up. Let me see. Hatter. H-Town. Brandon, Christy, to all you HBCU people, Christy, all your HBCU friends in Memphis, I want you to go to this site called the Anthony Lawrence Collection, right? That's a partner with the Chop Shop. Watch that. Watch this. Watch this. This how your boy was at TSU's opening weekend. It's gonna take a couple of seconds. It's gonna formulate in a minute. It's gonna pop up there in a minute. Look at you. Hold on. Let me make it. Hold on. That particular tiger was made just for Texas Southern University. I complained to the owner. I said, man, why ain't you got nothing for TSU, man? Why ain't you got nothing for TSU? He said, all right, Robert. He got his design team, to come up with this tiger, just made for TSU. Different colors. Yeah, I think you get black, this in black. It's called an H-Town Howler. This one is just the crew neck. I think I got a hoodie coming. But it's called the Anthony Lawrence Collection. I think the flash sale is still going on right now. Let me find the flash sale right there. Where's my flash sale? Give me my flash. Come on, flash sale. Flash sale, here it is right here. It's still going on. You guess what? Free shipping. So tell a friend, tell all your friends, Christy, about the Anthony Lawrence Collection. All you got to do. I mean, I'm at the game the other night. Some people stopping me. Hatter, where you get that T-shirt? I said, go to this website. So it was, she's talking about, I'm on here nice. Look at it, see that? Hey, so if anybody, and it's got all the HBCUs. I guess not all of them, the ones that's on there. I mean, he can't do, I guess we ain't expanded to everybody, but TSU, we expanded there. So go to the flash sale, and you got to get it. She said, I'm gonna post it on IG. That's what I'm talking about. See how my Memphis people do? Hold up. And I know y'all do it too, but you see how my Memphis and my Chicago people do? First thing she said, I'll post it on my IG. That's what we supposed to be doing. Eric called me and told me about his son got his. He got a successful security consultant business. His son got his sweatshirt. Y'all, we should have. I'm telling you, Texas Southern, man, that brand. That's a great, great brand. Y'all, yeah, we got a couple of basketball games we're gonna have to win, but guess what? We can always listen. We can always win the SWAC and still go to the tournament. Them 4 days in March. Y'all, everything that we do is about them 4 days in March. Because we can win all of these games and it ain't gonna matter. But them 4 days in March, that's when we got to be better than everybody else. So all you people be king sticks, be talking about TSU this and TSU this and TSU. All we got to do is be good at that tournament in Atlanta on them 4 days. Bam, 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 and then we on that private plane. How about that? Eric Harris said, ALC got great quality. Oh my God, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. If the quality wasn't great, I wouldn't be advertising them. I would not. No, hell no. Hey, y'all should know by now. If I endorse something, it's gonna be great. Cause I'm gonna try it first. Even the stuff that I share with y'all, it's be something that I sit and learn, and I sit back I need my people. And listen, and I want y'all to. If you disagree. I want to get an understanding. She said they have D1, D9, and HBCU. Absolutely. Hey, Christy on the site. Hold on. Christy on the site already. She said they have D9, HBCU. Oh, hey, Chris, you can watch it however many times you want to, Chris, and they pop back out brand new. Yeah. Oh, guess what? Hold up. Them years we went to the NCAA, them weren't our years either. That man talking about this ain't y'all year, bro. This ain't nobody's year. Hold up. Alabama State, everybody was whooping up on Alabama State last year. King Sticks last year. Everybody. When we went to Atlanta, nobody thought Alabama State, Grambling and all them and Southern, all them, they thought they was gonna win that thing. Alabama State was good on those 4 days. That's all you got to be. All you got to be is good on those 4 days. It's a one big league. That's all you got to be. Yeah, that's all you got to be, sir. You know, but I ain't got time to talk to you. But I watched y'all. Y'all know y'all got my permission. We can talk a little bit about the NFL today. Because when the playoffs start and the Texans playing tonight, y'all, let me tell y'all something. My son loved the Texans, so I got to love the Texans. My son loves the Texans, so I can't, because he embraced it a little hard. Y'all got to realize he lived in New York, so he cheered for the Texans. So it breaks his little heart. So the playoffs was absolutely great without the great Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. The playoffs were still good. Did y'all? I mean, I'm sitting here. You know how you sit there. Well, woe is me. Pat Mahomes is not here. Lamar not here. Hold on. But man, this NFL, and I hate it. The Rams beat the Panthers. Man, I wanted the Panthers to win because I like Bryce Young. Them Bears and that dude with them fingernails, dude, you can wear the fingernails. I ain't gonna even argue with you no more. I can't. You know, wear your fingernails. You put on skirt if you want to now. But boy, the way you playing. The Bills beat the Jaguars by the half. They chin. This boy Josh Allen is pretty special. Josh Allen, y'all, when he was at Wyoming, he was on this show. One young white boy came on this show when we was on the radio station. 102 point, amazing 102. I always have. And then, you know, his wife is what's her name? Stanfield. His wife is the girl who played the white vampire, the girl on Sinners. Stanfield. What's her name? First name? I don't know the first name right now. Stanfield. They about to have a baby too. They gonna have a baby. Uh, the Eagles kind of knew they was gonna get their head. Yeah. You got to Google him. Google him. Christy. Christy's name is Caleb Wilson, one of the best quarterbacks in the league in college. But he paints his nails. And, you know, I told him he can put some press on nails right now if he want to. Let me keep going. Let's keep going. Them Patriots just keep on winning, man. Them Patriots just keep on winning. But y'all, when the Jaguars lost that game, people been in an uproar. Okay? And y'all talk to me and help me with this. Okay? Y'all got to walk me through this one. I need somebody to, because I don't understand it. And I got some brilliant people on this feed. Y'all, see, I don't understand. Y'all don't know. Y'all, it's some badass people on this feed. It's just not local people on this feed. We got some people in this chat room that you can't even see, but I can see. Right? But after the Jaguars lost, this lady, named Lynn Jones, a reporter from the Jacksonville Press, black woman. I'm gonna put up on him. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put that shit right there. Hold up. Let me put up there. Let me put up. That shit. That shit. I just want to give you some context. Okay? And there she is again. There she is right there. Okay? After they lost, Jacksonville Jaguar, who been a perennial loser, and this coach Lynn Cohen came in, first year coach, and turned that program around. The team was so bad last year, they fired the coach and hired him. He come in and had one of the best seasons that they had. They were 4 points away from winning the game. And this lady came on and let me find her. And this is what she had to say at a press conference.
I want to tell you, congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank
you.
you.
Hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank
you.
you.
Did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
I want to tell you, congratulations.
She took 19 seconds. She's been there 20 years. Jacksonville Free Press. Watching these bad teams. Now, the reason I'm not conflicted, I didn't mind her saying what she did. When I first started getting in this media space, I went in a press conference and I congratulated two young men playing high school basketball. And I saw how folks looked at me like I was, and y'all know how I am. Man, y'all. I wanted them young niggas keep their head up because they had just lost. So the Rob, I'm not no season. I didn't go to journalism school. But one thing I learned, y'all, everybody in media, people in media, especially them, they've been chastising this woman all day. Y'all, one thing I learned, a whole lot of NFL journalism people take themselves and their role as a cog in a wheel way too serious than anybody else. You guys and a lot of people have literally made media people multimillionaires who are some of the most biased journalists in the industry as ever seen. Them Fox News people, they bias. That's why I don't watch Fox. I don't watch Fox, local Fox. If it got Fox in it, I don't have nothing to do with it. Because I know the history. And you draw the line that an older black woman who has put 30 years of work in the community for telling a coach to keep his head up and y'all tan her head off. Some of you black, some of you, see y'all, I told you. These black faces and white spaces, everybody, your color ain't your kind, y'all. But just thinking about this reporter named Lynn Jones. Then Pat McAfee, the one who I don't like. Because I kept saying, somebody make sense of this to me. And I want y'all to share the show. Y'all text tag tell somebody. I need somebody talking to me on this. I need some help. Pat McAfee said, I love seeing these sports journalists get absolutely buried for being, what do you call it? Curmudgeon bums. Curmudgeons, I won't use that name. He said, obviously, not all of them, but a large percentage of these people who cover sports hate sports. Y'all watch this. They hate what sports are for people. Happiness. That's why I tell y'all, I don't never tell y'all not to go. One of my favorite people in the world, Sonya Billingsley, I said, I ain't gonna go to the football game. Her and her husband, they love to go. I ain't never gonna tell them not to go. Because they make them happy. It don't make me happy though. But some of these sports journalists, they hate what sports are for society. They unify people. These are these political journalists by nature who preyed on sports because they saw it as an easier path to make it. But their days are numbered. This Pat McAfee, he said, my show being rebroadcast by ESPN 10 hours a week with zero creative, from a journalism school prospects. These puppets is living proof that that's why they attack him as much as possible. He said, I'm happy the world is starting to see what they truly are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a society we as a society have to stop taking these particular humans seriously. That's why I'm asking y'all. I'm listening. I want your comments on this. Their opinions and thoughts are coming from a place of wanting to destroy sports. It's unbelievable. Y'all go look it up in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Yo, you can tell by some of the answers. See, the reason I wanted to show y'all that, they was up in arms about that. But guess what? They never, ever talked about this. Watch this. Y'all ain't heard this. I had to go find this one for y'all. Watch this. Nobody said nothing negative about this. Watch it.
Be in Cincinnati. I think you've had to deal with things, especially this year, that were unfair, that you had to coach a team that was, especially on offense, that was inferior to the teams that you faced. So I don't expect you to answer that. I just want you to know that's how I feel.
I respect that from you, as you know, and you guys know this game is never going to be about one person, and that includes me.
I didn't hear nothing when this white reporter sit there and try to console him. Say, I know he know he was gonna get fired. The dude know I'm not going to Cleveland. This might be the last time I talk to you. I just want to. Nobody said nothing about it. But when this lady, I'm trying to get that y'all understand, but when she says,
Congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank
You
you.
hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank
And you did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
the whole media, those whatever they are, they in an uproar when this woman said that, but none of them said that anything about Kevin Stefanski. The guy consoling and having y'all. If y'all don't see this stuff, all I'm trying to do is point it out to you. You can believe what you want. You can go. I want you to go. Listen. Don't just take what I say. Do me a favor and go look it up for yourself. Jimmy, I'm bringing you on in, man. I just I had to get that contrast of how these people are handling that. But we don't have to go. I'll cover it a little bit more tomorrow because I had more, but I wanted to cover it a little bit more tomorrow. What you got going on, man?
I mean, yeah, I mean that's a
Crazy.
whole different thing, whole different thing right there.
Yes, sir. But guess what?
black media,
I'll be here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, like the comedian said, I'll be here all week.
you know, just hey man, we, some of us we just built, it's way different, way different.
It's all good. But we supposed to be. Guess
A
what?
lot of
Your fingerprint not like mine. My
yeah,
fingerprint
but a
not
lot of
like
people,
Ken.
but, but
Everybody
at
different.
some point in time, in all battles, in all movements, somebody has to be the big chief. You can have a lot of chiefs, but somebody got to be big chief on all moves. Otherwise, somebody gonna go this way, somebody go that way.
I don't know
So
what you
the
mean,
movement,
because it's not a movement. I don't know what you mean. It's not a movement. It's
well,
just
because I'm going back 20 years.
okay.
There was a movement to galvanize black media nationally and collectively get the powers that be within black mainstream media on a one accord. Not necessarily to be yes man, but at least you'll know what the undercurrent mission is. And this was a secret moment that they were trying to turn into a movement. The powers that be that led this movement was the late John Chaney, the late George Raveling, Nolan Richardson, as well as the late John Thompson.
So these college coaches A movement to control the media?
I said it wasn't controlling. This was a meeting that was
No,
held
no, no, no,
with
no. But
black
I don't understand
media.
how does this correlate to what I'm just talking about? I don't
Well, I
understand.
caught the end because at the same time, you have a force that means when it's time to crack back, if one says, just say, if you got on
You
the
didn't, Jimmy, you didn't get the whole thing. I
no,
see, I see,
no,
I see.
no, I
But
didn't see the
go,
whole thing. I'm
you
talking
can
about at
come with your
the end.
story.
I got at the end, meaning that if anybody attacks one of us, we got an army of
No, no, no,
ink
no, no, no.
that's going to
I
come
don't
back.
think it. Hold up. I don't think they was attacking her because she was
Well,
black.
I'm
Hold on,
just saying.
I'm giving you me. I think they was attacking her because she's a woman.
Well, it's don't. I'm just talking about. Okay, I'm talking about minority. I'm taking that what you just said. I caught the last 30 seconds, and I'm going with something else that's way greater than and giving understanding because I was there. I say it again. I was there, and there was a movement between at that time, 20 years ago. That you had to be anointed, summoned to have been in that room.
What happened in the room?
That was the conversation. This was 20 years ago before the social media
But
spiked
what
up with.
happened? We asking you what happened. I'm being a question. What happened in the room? We want to know. People want to know what happened in the
I'm
room.
telling you, it was the meeting was basically to get guys because there was a lot of guys in the room that were that were working at powerful newspaper outlets and stuff at the time, writers, journalists. And the meeting was
So
we
Bill
got to
Roden was
start.
there, right?
Bill Roden was there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And from what I understand, he's the blame or one of the blames for it not going through because he did not chose to follow through because everybody would have to follow in line with not had to, but he was senior. He had seniority in the room for journalists at the
Yeah.
time, which
Yeah.
is still,
Yeah.
So when those four guys, meaning John Thompson Sr., John Chaney, George Raveling, Nolan Richardson, those were the Mount Rushmores of our black coaches in college. Those were powerful voices and of influence based on the floor, on the court, and respect based on their own court and beyond basketball careers. Well, they basically wanted everybody in the room to understand. Listen, we got to go and we're going to get control of our own narratives. We're going to push, and I guess the main undercurrent was it wasn't about uh interviews and narratives. It was a movement to be able to push certain coaches into into familiarity so that they could be able to get jobs because there was a whole lack of black or minority coaches at the time. Remember, it was called the BCA. The BCA was the Black Coaches Association before they changed the name to Black Coaches and Administrators. That's what they end up making a play on the name. But it used to be called the Black Coaches Association. And at the time, it was at a crossroads because black coaches started to realize, hey, man, we ain't getting these jobs. Well, we got to do something. And this was one of the things that some people tried to do. As I said, this meeting was not on any docket. It was not of public knowledge for anybody. They had more than one of these meetings. They had one year, followed back, had another one the second year. I was in both of those meetings. Now, the thing that's funny is kind of like it reminds me is that, like I said, it was the main thing, the primary thing was try to push more black assistants that were qualified out their names out there to get more positive stories about black coaches into those newspapers that some of the people and into different various outlets or radio stations just to be able to get more narratives, get more stories, get more positive stuff about our people. And that thing now could have been powerful. And one of the things about it is that on one of the years, I remember it was the first year or the second year, I guess you remember the story. I guess the old story they say how George Raveling got a hold of the of Martin Luther King's notes when he gave that March on Washington speech, and how he got that copy. Well, I was privy enough to get a copy, the actual sign-in sheet. Why? Because they asked me, because I was probably the youngest person in the room. They asked me to type it up into one of those Excel documents and get so that I can give it to and email it to them they can disseminate through everybody that was there. So they gave me the sign-in sheet. I still have a copy in my possession of everybody who was in that room. Well, pretty much.
Who is Mike Boyd, Jimmy? You know somebody named Mike Boyd? Because Kenneth Howell talking about he was heading it up as well. Who is Mike Boyd?
I don't remember Mike. I don't remember the name. I can't put the name.
You got the list. You got the list.
I got the list. I actually have the list. And the list now, mind you, it's like Max Preps now. Let me tell you. Remember Max, people go, I'm going to give you an example. Max Preps, people go in there talking about stats and say, well, man, this dude leading the country or leading the state in blocks. Well, it's Max Preps stats is only includes the coaches who input their data. So if nobody, just because everybody was in the room, doesn't mean that everybody signed the sheet.
So
I'm just saying.
Hold up. Yeah. What I'm trying to do, I am trying to glean something from what you're saying right now that had anything to do with what I was talking about earlier.
Hold on. In case you missed that, this has zero to do what you had earlier. I heard you say about the media and a black woman. I heard a black woman talking, or what it sounded like, and appeared to be a black woman. That struck an antenna up in a moment for me to inform and educate the audience on something about what could have happened. That's because in regard to, because she's in sports. And this could have been a precursor that would have made a greater day for a lot of journalists out there.
But she asked a question. They didn't keep her out. She did what she.
I'm not talking about keeping her out, Adam. I'm not talking about keeping her out. I'm just talking about it would have been a purpose.
She got the whole world talking about her right now.
I'm not talking about that.
Jimmy, just like you can make your points, can I make my points?
But what I'm saying, but I'm not talking coming from that angle.
You have your points, but I'm talking about it.
I'm saying, but what I mentioned, once again, you said, I don't see how this correlates with that.
But
and I said it has zero to do with it.
Okay, I see it don't correlate with it. But my point,
what it does.
Can I come back to my point then? My point,
go ahead.
This woman, this instance is being talked about all over the world right now. That instance right there you talking about was a private meeting.
Exactly. It wasn't
a private meeting. But this instance right here, it's been talked about all over the world, how people, journalists, and I even gave you, it's a lot of people in journalism I'm finding out right now, Jimmy, they want to be political journalists. But what they doing now is coming over to the sports journalists. They hate sports, but they come over here because it's easier. You know, you got one of their most popular ones. He think he done conquered sports. Now he trying to do political commentary now. But all I was trying to say, this lady, Lynn Jones, all she did was say, hey man, I paraphrase because I looked at her history. She been with the Detroit, Jacksonville Free Press through all them losing seasons. And she finally just said, hey man, thank you for giving us some hope this year. And everybody is going crazy. Maybe you can explain that. Why are people going crazy? Because this lady asked a question. And she shouldn't have been in the room. You take her media credentials. Jimmy, they talk about, some of these folks talk about take her credentials because she's not asking a question. But then they didn't say nothing about this guy right here. He didn't ask no question. Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Oh, I couldn't. Wrong one.
Oh my God, I almost didn't even.
The guy that asked Stefanski, I mean, the guy was talking. He was consoling. Man, I knew you couldn't do nothing with what you had. In other words, hold up. In other words, throwing the GM under the bus with the offenses you had, you couldn't win none anyway. But nobody said nothing about that. So that's my contrast. I'm sitting there saying, this lady, all she did is said, dude, keep your head up. Like a good old auntie. But people are casting, evidently people calling me from all over the world saying, what the hell is going on? So that's why I brought it up. It wasn't about me talking about media, getting power in black media. I mean, because we don't own that. We don't own. We don't. BET ain't BET no more. We don't own that
but
no more.
you own your own thoughts, and that's the thing. It was an effort to go and get a lot of people to on accord to regarding to the promotion and the celebration of positiveness amongst black coaches.
Absolutely. That was a great.
So if you consciously know, that means your word, you can use different descriptions and different adjectives when you're writing your stories. You can be consciously aware to go and pay attention to the guy or the associate head coach or the assistant coach who's there and in an effort to promote him or
So
to
what
highlight
happened?
his
You said because I like to get to it. So Bill Roden, they said he should have been the tip of the spear.
Well, because his ink was the greater ink in that room at the time, and so
what could he have done to do? What could he
would
done?
have taken for example, just using it for example, just say if he would have wrote a piece about Robert Hallam.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And when he wrote this piece, right, then Jim Hicks would have echoed or retweeted it or came up with another piece similar and given his thoughts to promote that thought. Then John Doe would have did his thoughts. Now you have a movement of ink saying the same thing. So that means
Jimmy, we can't even do that in Houston.
No, that's now you understand my point. That's what I'm saying to you. But guess what? This wasn't just amongst an idea amongst the media folk. This came from the four Mount Rushmores of black coaches at that time. They all together said, somebody gave them the idea, okay, invite him. Don't ask me how I got in the room. I know George Raveling personally summoned me. I want you to come somewhere with me. I didn't know what the hell I was going to. And George walked
but what's
me
the
into
use
the room.
in having meetings and don't nothing come out of the meeting? See, in 2006,
well, that's the whole thing.
I'm not having no
that
meetings.
Happens.
Yeah, I ain't having that kind of meetings no more.
Well, guess what, though? Guess what? That kind of meetings and nothing come out of them. Something came out of it and you have to go and act on it. It's like a sermon. You can go to church on Sunday and get that sermon. And if you ain't going and acting on that and applying it into your principles and your daily, then guess what? You're gonna get back in the car and put money bag yo on and keep on moving. You just got the sermon. You want to feel good.
So my understanding, because you know, just explain to me a little bit if I don't. You had those four powerful coaches. You had
that was a hell of a moment.
Powerful guys in media, and they was in there, and the purpose was to shine a better light on the black African American coach. Be very careful. Hold on, let me finish. Be careful what you watch.
And that was first, and to do more positive, consciously positive, kind of like what's that little the little arm of ESPN that Mark them did for
Anscape. It's called Anscape now.
Yeah, remember when it first came out though, we kind of it did shed light and give informative pieces on a lot of things that most people did not know.
So that was something they didn't change names. Yeah.
So that was kind of like being in that room. Remember, this was 20 years ago.
But if that came out of it, it's good.
But I'm saying that moment, that's what it felt like like instead of just writing the common thing, let's think about it. While we at these games, he's doing it. So let's be consciously aware. But the call to action was for Bill to write a piece. I don't remember exactly what it was about or what the main thing behind the main thing was, but they told me later that he was the key because he did not fully subscribe to it.
Coach, you know what? And guess what?
Allegedly.
Hold up. I don't know nothing about this, right? But I'm watching. Bill was still back there. He was with one of them networks back then, wasn't he? 20 years
I
ago.
don't remember.
20 years ago, Bill Rhoden was on the sports reporters. He was on one of them networks now. 20 years ago.
Probably was.
Maybe
I don't remember.
couldn't do it. He didn't have the nerve to do it then. He didn't have the nerve to do it then.
Guess
I
what?
don't know. I'm just
Guess
saying.
what? I don't only he can answer that. And if I ever see him again and the opportunity permits, I feel compelled. Remember, I'm not 25 years old. I can pull him to the side and ask him, hey, with all due respect, can you enlighten me that I'm gonna paint that picture, that moment we was in these meetings this year and that year, back in the days we was in Chicago, Kansas City.
I know somebody know him. You got his number. I can get his number. I'm gonna get his number for you.
I got his cell number on that signing sheet. I thought I had it in that folder.
No, I got it.
I know I have the signing sheet, but where I thought it was on my desk.
You got me want to know right now.
No, I'm dead serious because I went back and that topic came up. That's how I was informed that he's alleged to be the key. Now, guess what? Sometimes you could be the key, Heather, and don't realize that don't think you was that powerful and could have been the key. So he might say, man,
Jimmy, you talking to Bill Rhoden. Now, come on now, don't play with him.
He probably felt like, man, they had all them other dudes in there. They could have done, I don't know. But I do know that without doubt, he had the heaviest ink as far as his journalism, his writing. We're not necessarily the opportunity only get a sound bite to pump somebody up when you're doing sports reporters on that show before they took it out there, which was great. I used to watch it almost every week.
Me too.
But his writing, remember, he did editorials.
And Jimmy, the $40 million slave was my favorite. Huh? The $40 million slave was my favorite.
Well, that's his book. Now, that's his book.
That's my favorite piece. That's I read it from cover to cover.
So if you guys ever get a chance, and like I said, because the what if behind that, everybody would have fell in line, and that would have been a moment that people didn't even realize it started from 2 years of secret ass meeting, underground meetings, which they happens all the time.
Hold up, Jimmy, hold up. I'm like in the classroom. You know I didn't Google it. I'm in the class. Jimmy, you said 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Right. He was last.
Approximately.
He was last on the sports reporters in 2017. So he probably couldn't do it.
The sports report is a different whole topic.
No,
That's a different job than his day job.
But they was on Jimmy. The people who pay his checks. See, these guys got a lot more leeway right now. Back then, he probably couldn't say nothing.
In the Boston, what newspaper? What newspaper did he write for? Boston Globe or New York Times? It was one of them.
I think it was Globe. I think it was a Globe.
Look in his thing. If you're reading it, look on his bio or whatever. It was one of those newspapers he was with. It was either New York Times or the Boston Globe. But
he's still the editor. He's still the editor in chief at Anscape. And Anscape got some of the best writing. Y'all, I don't know if I read Anscape almost every day. Some article. But I mean, I don't know. But we couldn't just depend on one guy. But
it was more than him. It wasn't one guy. It was an army of them. But everybody, they couldn't get Jim Hicks. Like, in that room, another late guy that's not here with us anymore was damn it, forgot his name, but he worked for the Forward Times. I was like, what the hell is he doing in here? He passed away. tall, dark skinned Daryl. Name was Daryl
I know
Artisan
what you're talking
Addison.
about. I know what you're talking about. I didn't know him, but I know what you're
Daryl
talking
was
about.
in the room, and that's how I saw him around. Worked for the Forward Times. The Houston Forward Times was it, guys.
Jimmy,
It wasn't
Houston,
no
a
more
big
than 30 people.
city.
I understand this, but I had never seen. So this was beyond. Daryl Artisan didn't cover college basketball. You know what I'm saying? Or as a primary. So this happened
Jimmy,
to be this
it
meeting.
transcends sports.
It was yes.
Yeah, it wasn't
So
those four guys.
it was deeper than just basketball. This stuff, people's in the
I
room.
wish I
Somebody had
knew
to
the
get him in the room.
purpose of the meeting.
Well,
I
I'm
wish
telling you that part. I do remember
yeah,
that part.
but
That was because I do remember them and George telling me after, afterwards. Because the first year, I didn't know. I walked up and I'm listening and just being quiet. I ain't ask no questions. I'm like, okay. I'm still marveled, because I get to see those four guys in the room at the same time, and then Nolan Richardson was there as well in that room. Well, I was mentioning him up earlier, one of those four. But it was good. It was like I'm looking around, I'm like a kid in the candy store. Then the second year, they had the meeting. It was like, okay, you come, don't forget them, because you get a message. And so, but I'm gonna tell you, I can tell you exactly what year the last one transpired, Hatter. If you guys can Google this moment, whatever year that was, I want to say it might have been Indianapolis. Indianapolis sounds about right. I said Kansas City, Indianapolis, because I had to drive to Chicago to fly out. So I had to get in the rental car. I had an early flight. I left them. Here's what happened. If that was a tornado that came through, either it was Kansas City or it was Chicago or it was Indianapolis. When did a tornado touch down tornado downtown Indianapolis, tornado downtown Kansas City? It was one of those two cities, but a tornado definitely touched down because we had the shelter in place at the hotel. Whatever year that was the last year of that meeting. Yeah, Kevin Freeman, if he watching, he going to Google it with his good Googling ad. He
but
figured it out.
Jimmy, I love you giving this historical context. But me, I'm just a funny guy. I'm different from everybody else. So I just want to know what was the why. What was the why? And you probably can't answer that because you didn't call the meeting. So I'm going to try to research and just find out. I want to know what, because it had to be these powerful guys in the same room. It had to be a big enough why. Because if you got, see, I'm the kind of guy, if your why is big enough, you're going to make a how. You're going to figure out how. So I'm just trying to find out the why.
Well, during this time, Hatter, there were questions that was emerging from, remember, in the next year or two, the BCA had split up. It was a revolution inside the BCA, the Black Coaches Association.
Why? There I go again. Why did they
Because
split up?
they felt that they were not getting any jobs, any promotions, and they supposed to have been powerful. And you got all this ratio of black kids comprising college basketball. We're talking about the basketball component.
So
This is
why
what I'm
would
talking
they?
about.
One more. Whoa, Jimmy, hold up. They quit the organization because they ain't get
No, they
jobs.
didn't quit. They went and had a movement to start their own, as most people do. That's why you have churches that have 2 or 3 churches in the same block. Because back in the days, that deacon he wanted to do his own thing, and then the deacon at his wanted to do his own thing. So I'm saying, this is what happened. This is how what made the water bubble or boil back in that time, in that span. I do remember that. Now, that BCA wasn't necessarily that wasn't a meeting for the BCA, no. But it was a meeting that some coaches that were part of the BCA had something to do about it. So let's do this then. Let's promote these guys from this angle, and we ain't getting enough jobs. And then what? And then how the establishment end up countering 5 years later is that they started utilizing the search firms publicly. They all had search firms privately, But then they started using the search firms publicly. About 5 years later, that became the new wave for athletic directors. And they were basically the persons that helped them get that job would be the persons they would use as a search firm to get to hire the coach. So that means now you give this way to bless that firm or those guys or those lawyers or those agents who got the athletic director in position, then you're going to pluck from the same tree. So then that means you got to pay in to be a member of this tree in order to be considered for a job that they are in control of. It became, and that's how the establishment counted. And it's crazy, but it's true.
You started as talking about for powerful black coaches in a meeting. Think about this, because I'm just a guy that thinks. I don't know what everybody else do. Black journalists in a meeting, and then we talked about the BCA, Black Coaches Association. Some of them get mad because they couldn't get jobs. Them just follow me. And then these black coaches, they branch off, because when they can get us when you branch off. All you got to do is go study the transatlantic slave thing. You got to know. So when they branch off, and now they're empowering search firms to represent them now, empowering the search firms. So we went from black guys in there trying to be in power to putting the search firms who are not owned by us in power. And I just find that so oxymoronic that it is just listening to you. And I'm sitting there saying, see, I didn't know all of that happened. But I'm sitting there saying, we went from power, splitting up, and giving the power to somebody else. What do you say about that?
Well,
Oh, you froze.
damn, I froze up. God damn, I thought I was, man.
That's
Y'all
all
can hear
right.
me?
Yeah, we hear you good. Just go on quick and come on back
Okay,
out.
well, yeah, this be
Yeah.
like an audio, like an audio interview. You hear me? Look at the still picture. Well,
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you good.
well, the thing about the search firms, Hatter, is that we as black folk didn't have any control. That was the counter that the establishment did. The presidents was in charge of hiring the search firms for the
I know.
athletic
I know.
and all the athletic directors. Those people there, we only have less than 5 black athletic
Jim,
directors outside of HBCUs
the
in the
athletic
country.
directors got relationship with the head coach. They hired him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay. I'm
So,
just,
but the athletic direct, but here's what they do. It was a way the search firm it took pressure off the AD per se from the public sentiment when a coach of the selection of a coach, meaning that, hey man, I put you in, but then they the one that picked him. And that with they meaning that search firm, but the search firm is all part of your tree. And you guys, everybody knows if certain search firms get awarded the contract at certain colleges, then certain people don't have a chance to get those jobs unless you already are members or signed up as clients. They're going to hire from the pool of their clients.
see, I know all of that. I'm done. I know all of that. I'm just sitting there seeing. I just want people. I ain't trying to convince you. I just want our people, our listeners, to see how we come from, having these 4 top coaches and these black in power, then having the Black Coaches Association. People get disgruntled, break that up, and then divide. And now we have to depend, instead of them having power, they put the power back in the hand. See, y'all, it's just funny to me. We just I don't care about no search firms. I don't care about the ADs knowing a search firm. Oh, he gonna try to come back on. But do y'all understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm trying to walk y'all through something. That y'all just let people just talk and don't ask no damn questions. Y'all have these crazy ass comments, but ask questions sometimes. That's how you find stuff out. And I'm glad you're back, Jim. You came right on back in. But it's just weird because when I get on this off this phone, that's why we can't get nothing done.
Man,
You
that would have been
said
so
something
good,
so key a
man.
minute ago. You
That
said
would have been
something.
so good. I'm telling you, that would have been so good. I can see because it's so many stories and there's so many angles that the people in that room that wrote for, I started learning more guys later on, and
But
those
Jimmy, those guys are
and
old and dead.
I remember something else they hammered on in that room.
Okay, come on.
I remember something else they hammered on in that room. I remember one of the coaches basically giving a directive and strong, hey, listen, you coaches, because there was some college coaches in the room as well. As it wasn't just all media. Paul Hewitt was in that room. He used to be he was a head coach at Georgia Tech, I think, during that time. And so they was telling guys like Paul Hewitt, y'all have to be consciously aware to call upon these guys and feed these guys with stories.
I see what they
So
were trying to do.
you know what I'm saying? That way now it helps these guys if they have a scoop to feed these guys breaking. I remember hearing that in the room. Because that caught
Hold
I was
up.
like, yeah, I was
Hold up. Stop
down
right
with
there.
that.
Stop right there. So we had the opportunity to empower these people like these people empower Shams and that other dude.
Yes, absolutely. I remember that because that woke me up. I was like, I started
Hold
bubbling,
up.
and I was like, that's what the way it's supposed to be. That's why I always felt some kind of way when I
Now I'm
came back
hot.
home. I'm looking, and guys they would go and you would go and feed news to this person that don't even know you, ain't never been in your house, and they get to break your. And I'm like, man, y'all don't even understand how it empowers people, guys. In a nutshell, if it wasn't for access to Allen Iverson, Stephen A. Smith wouldn't have been not as nearly
No.
as considerable for the ESPN role. Back when he was a puppy, when he was just a writer in Philadelphia at the newspaper. His access is what empowered him. Mark, who we had on the Chop Shop, what's Mark last name from over there in Oakland in Golden State
Mark
Warriors?
Spears.
Mark Spears, his access to a lot of the urban undercurrents of the Golden State Warriors and what was going on with the hip hop, combined with the hip hop and everything, because all that, his access to Gary Payton, all those guys helped empower him. It increased his value to the networks where they couldn't afford not to have them on their team. They couldn't afford not to because there was nobody that can get that much access on a regular. If you go all the way back for you old heads that's watching right now, and get ready to land the plane on this stuff. Back in the old days of the Michael Jordan days, if Ahmad Rashad, there's no black guy, and he wasn't even the media. He was like a Gayle King of this thing that they just transcended on into the media scope. But he had access to Michael Jordan daily. And Michael Jordan felt really comfortable confiding and talking and dialoguing publicly.
That was his dude.
With Ahmad Rashad. So you know what happened? Ahmad Rashad, the network was NBC at the time. They could not afford, if they wanted access to Michael Jordan, they had to go and hire Ahmad Rashad and give him his own 30 minutes.
But now we get Shams and Woj on the
Well, and I was just about to bring Woj up. If it wasn't for Woj's access to LeBron James, he worked for the Cleveland Plains dealer in the newspaper.
No. That was the other one. That's
I'm sorry. I mentioned one. Not Woj. You're right. Windhurst.
Yeah.
Windhurst worked for the Cleveland Plains for the newspaper in Cleveland. He was a regular old guy that he had access because he had the ink. He was the newspaper writer, and he could go and it looked good because Michael Jordan, from all the way coming out of Akron, Ohio, he had the ink. He was given the first dibs. And guess what happens? ESPN, you think they wanted to hire him? They hired him because he continued to have access. But that was a movement. Michael Jordan came out of high school in 2003, guys. But that was a movement that could have been a home run. By then, it would have been known this is how it goes. Just like ESPN, you mentioned Sean.
Wait a minute, Michael, you mean LeBron? You said Michael Jordan came out. Michael Jordan.
LeBron came out in 03. Yeah. LeBron came out in 03. Came out in 2003. And so this thing could have been, it would have been almost like, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. You got to go get this guy this story. You got to go, hey man, we got to go and know why? Because if you ever fall, and you guys listen to this, this is the closing. If you ever fall, then that outlet is supposed to serve as the mattress, or they're supposed to catch you. They ain't supposed to let you hit the slab. Somehow they're gonna break your fall. Some things you may do, I can't save your ass. But at the same time, if you're feeding me intel and something happens with you, then I have to be able to try to at least do my part to make the fall a little bit lighter. And that's what the benefit is when you get media on your side. You don't have to go and buy them. You can't. They're not supposed to. That's unethical. You're not supposed to take them, and they're not supposed to accept any monetary thing of monetary value for their writing, for their opinion. They're not supposed to do that. But hopefully you guys understand. Like I say, it's good.
But I'm glad you went that. I'm glad you went that way. I just didn't understand where you
I have Paul Hewitt's cell number. I have Paul Hewitt's cell number. I may reach out to Paul and get him to to sharpen my pencil on this topic,
Jimmy,
because
I'm curious how they let these Negroes drop the ball. Yo, power is taken. People ain't gonna give you power. You don't have that access. They ain't even tried that problem movement no more. When the last room you been in like that? They ain't even tried it no more problem. So, I'm just trying to, I'm talking to us. I ain't talking to them. When we have a chance to do something in this city or in this state, we got to take advantage of it, man. I don't care who be the boss. Man, me and this guy the other day about to do this project together. And he texted me back after. He said, dude, that's the first time somebody, because he said, what you want to call? What you want your name to be first? I said, no, your name can be first. I'm all right. I just want to be, I want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. You put your name first. Jimmy, he said, man, ain't nobody never, all I want to do is get the job done. We need more people. See, a lot of people like to get their chest. A lot of people want to be Mr. Google. No, man, we got do it. That's what Jimmy, what this does is tell me about our summer basketball community that we supposed to reign over. And we allow other people to slip in and move around and slip in and be sneaky and do all slick stuff and make everybody look bad. That's on our watch. But if we had this kind of knowledge to understand Reginald Simpson, when you got Darryl Barnes, if you in a room, Michael Garcia, instead of Jimmy, he want to tell you the Heights got a good basketball team this year. But when we got a chance to be in our rooms, we got to take advantage of y'all. Because guess what? If we ain't going to take advantage of it, let's empower the next generation and let them do something. Because all that we've been on this show, Jimmy, for 9 years, Jimmy. I got a report. One of them things came back saying 9 years. 9 years. Nobody in this community should have no problem with recruiting and knowing anything about sports. And if you haven't been watching this show, all this transferring y'all doing, y'all just transfer. Transferring to sit on the bench. But Jimmy, what you said, just like on a sermon, they can hear it. But Jimmy, there's some Negroes on this feed right now. Ain't talking to me. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. But keep going. Get us out of here, man. It's 2 o'clock,
Yes,
man.
and of course, Melvin
I
Dewes
had
asked.
fun today. Huh?
Melvin Dewes asked you a question about Trey Young. Melvin Dewes,
You know
Washington
what?
Wizards. From what I understand, Washington Wizards won a game of bag. But how do you can speak on that? That's the NBA, and you can address. Well, first let them know what the question is, because everybody can't see it. It's coming from one different.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I got it. Hold on. I'm gonna make it big if you're on your cell phone. Watch it. Let me see. Let's see. Watch this. Let me see if I got you. I got to put you in there. Hold up. It ain't gonna take but a second. I got you.
Has he put that thing up? Michael Garcia.
No.
Yes.
No, I got you.
Yes.
No.
I'm saying,
Hit the wrong button. Hold up.
And I'm saying, while you pulling that up, I'm going to. Yes, Michael Garcia.
Heights
has a really good team.
Look.
Heights.
It don't take me 2 seconds. What was you about to say?
No, I was saying, it doesn't Mike Garcia's know. Yeah, Heights has a good team. Heights won the HISD tournament for the first time since 1948. I talked about them on television. Coach Barreras was the coach of the week on the television show. Of course, that's H-Town High School Sports. You guys can check me on. I'm on tonight, 6 o'clock and 11 o'clock tonight.
I'm on the radio tonight. KTSU. We play the Mississippi State Delta Devils tonight, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Pray if you kick that butt, we can go on and send them home with an 0-2, the Texas two-step up that butt tonight in regard to them. Now, here's the question right now. Melvin Dewes is asking, does Trey Young, is he staying with the Wizards or was he a money move?
Let me tell you something. First of all, they got rid of him. Atlanta said, they worked with his agent, said, man, we don't want you here. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. We're not going to talk about you because we don't want you as a distressed asset, but they really didn't get much for him compared to what these other guys got. But it's just, Jimmy, the market has changed. The market has changed. I'm going to talk about this when I got time one day, let y'all know. But is he staying with the Wizards? Jimmy, what I heard from the Wizards, they ain't going to give him no big bag no more. The big bag days for his ass is over. They said, ain't nobody else in the league gonna give him. See, he don't have no leverage. All this stuff is about leverage. And he don't have no leverage. He got a whole nother year and everything. So, but they said, no, Jimmy, from what I hear, they gonna ask him to take a pay cut. Yes, they're gonna ask him to take a pay cut. And y'all got to understand, I just never liked his game. In college, I liked it. But when he got to the pros, he got 2 good guys that I kind of like a little bit fired. And then he praised the new guy, and now the new guy done got him run up out of there, Jimmy. He got Lloyd Pierce, your homeboy, and Nate McMillan fired.
Man, my partner ain't bounced back yet, boy.
Yeah. But no, he on the bench though. He coaching. He coaching in the league now. Shit, he still got a job. Shit, he coaching in the league. But Trey Young, I mean, y'all, I'm just telling y'all, the days of them little bitty ass, ball beating ass guards that can't play defense, they're coming to be limited. Jimmy, somebody asked you what channel?
On the Space City Home Network. You guys, 6 p.m. this evening. That's the channel that the Houston Rockets come on. Space City Home Network. I'm on 6 and 11 p.m. tonight. And I will post that. I will post that now on both of the platforms. Let's see.
It's dudes. You got and dudes. If you got anything else, damn, I spelled that wrong. Got anything else? That's what's going on with Trey Young, man. Hey, Ja Morant, Jimmy, is a distressed asset. Y'all got to realize. Think about this. Just a couple years ago, 2 of my favorite players in the whole wide world. I said nobody else, if not LeBron them and KD and James, all of them, not them. The young guys, I picked Zion Williamson and Ja Morant because I knew the trajectory they was on. I knew the behind the back excuse me, the behind the scenes, what the NBA was doing, want these guys to be who they are, Jimmy. And those guys fumble those situations so bad. And this Zion, y'all, hey, I'm talking about it tomorrow. Because somebody said, Robert, I can't believe you ain't, our young kids need to, this stuff is going, y'all, I don't know. But we'll talk about it tomorrow. Jimmy, get us out of here, man.
Yeah, man. I got
Post your stuff up there. Post your, I thought you was going to post the TV station up on the screen.
I did. I thought I did.
Well, it just ain't popped up on mine yet. Shout out to the
Where'd it
Steelers.
go?
They're going to get their head tore off tonight. Mate
Ooh, man.
I usually be on your side, but Jimmy, do you know I love Mike Tomlin? You already know how I feel about him.
And
But
come on, give me the but.
My son loves the Texans. He loves them. And I'm afraid he got probably wagers on it. And I got to chill with the Texans. I got to go with my baby.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
My son. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Because,
So,
I ain't talking about him all year.
So Robert Hatter, once upon a time, told me and told you guys that in the NFL, not for long league, that whenever he's seeing a black quarterback going against a white quarterback, Robert Hatter says he's going for the black quarterback. Say he's not a fan of teams, but he like players. He like the black quarterback. So now, tonight,
I don't like this particular black quarterback, though.
You like that particular white quarterback?
Oh, I like him. Jimmy, he got my boy a ring. Jimmy, he got my boy a ring, Jimmy. Come on now. You know Jimmy, it's about relationships with me. I met him. Jimmy, hold up. I don't have to put this picture on the screen. I've been hanging out with Aaron Rodgers before at the golf tournaments before. I ain't never hung out with CJ. You follow me? So, but Jimmy, I'm pulling for the Texans, though. I'm pulling for the Texans, but Aaron Rodgers, man, don't do me like that.
I'm asking for a friend. And then in the case of the black coaches, Mate, you just understand. To me, they cancel each other out. So I mean, you go to the second tiebreaker. That's normally a tiebreaker, right? The black head coach. Well, because you ain't got many of those. You got many more black quarterbacks than there are black head coaches in the NFL. So the black quarterback is the tiebreaker. And in this case right here, I'm just saying, even if I wasn't, it's H-Town for me all day. This coach, understand, Mike Tomlin, I normally root for Mike Tomlin when he's playing. But however, in this situation, I'm not rooting against Mike Tomlin because they had a hole dug for him, metaphorically, basically saying you need to get the hell up out of here. That's just 2 weeks ago. And just pay attention. And no thing about no situations, people remember those. You went and dug it up. There you go. Yeah. You see how you kept your distance from it. You kept your distance from it. You ain't really feel it way about
Jimmy, we play golf. I'm not finna hug up with no dude. Now that's how
I'm just saying. You know that hell. That's almost like a photo bomb. You damn near
photo bomb. Like I was a Kappa or something. But keep going. Keep on going, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, I'm just Philadelphia Steelers have a documented history of freaky ass quarterbacks. So we know that right there. So ain't no thing. He might have been a freaky dicky. I don't know what that man would be trying to do over there. But seriously though, the game tonight, I hope it's a good game. And I was rooting. That's why, man, I was certainly rooting for them Chargers last night. Because if the Chargers had won, then the Houston Texans would have had a home game if they had won next week.
I wanted the Chargers to win.
If the Chargers had won that game, the Texans could have had 2 home games. if they beat the Steelers, of course, and they would have had a home game, and then possibly I did not realize. I thought the bracket how it was the bracket like it was. I didn't realize they reseed and you got the lowest go to here and there. I thought I was looking at the bracket.
Jimmy, it ain't like your brackets. Jimmy.
Yeah. they reseed the damn things up there. I didn't realize that. I'm like, oh shit. Yay. But man, let me tell you something.
Hey.
Let me tell you something. That damn running back.
Who? For who?
We know now that it's much more than what they reported at first. That's why the league got to get better than that. And good teams Mixon.
Yeah.
Who we signed. Remember they first said it was a mild ankle injury, and they know he ended up hurting that thing more than what it was. And somebody even had different reports that were alleged. Somebody said that pistol play was involved with an accident with his foot. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Well, shit, if he was running away from that pistol guy and got his leg hurt, I'd rather him run.
I'm just saying, but what I'm saying is that the Texans could have went. They could have went and got somebody else, right? Another running back, and but they've been doing it by committee. But man, these are the games where you can where you can create or establish a legacy for yourself.
What time the game come on
Nico
tonight,
Collins, I want to say 7. Let's double check.
Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Because I got the game tonight. But,
oh, yeah, you stuck out. Yeah, no matter what it is, you just might get some updates. And every reason to talk about it. You stuck out.
Hold up, Jimmy. I'm gonna have a monitor right there with it on now. Come on.
7:15. So they're gonna tick off by maybe 7:20.
I'm gonna have a monitor right there with it on now. Right there. Every time is a timeout. Every time is a timeout. And halftime, I'm gonna be watching. So come on, man. I'm gonna watch this game. I'm watching this game, baby. I'm watching it.
Yeah, so that means you let the truck drivers know that's listening to the broadcast on the radio on the KTSU app. Let them know, hey, for you truck drivers that's driving in right there.
Take
hey,
KTSU
let me give you an update.
FM on the FM 90.9 FM. Me and Jay Holiday, Jimmy, me and Jay Holiday, you got to hear. He's a little bit, Jimmy is kind of different now. Because I got
Where the Silver Fox at? Where the Silver Fox?
Silver Fox, man, riding and backing them. Silver Fox got his. I'm not the Silver Fox. That's Silver. That's Kevin Allen. A Chatterbox. He drive for Metro now. He drive for Metro, so he wouldn't be able to travel.
He called me the other day. He called me the other day and told me the news. He said he passed his test, and he called to give me the good news.
On Friday, graduation. He finished everything on Friday, so he good.
Chatterbox gave
you
25 great years.
25 years. I miss him, man.
That's what I'm saying. I asked you, where's the Silver Fox, though? He was there with you sometime?
No. Silver Fox wasn't on there with us. No. Kevin Adams, not Kevin Allen.
Kevin Adams was on there as well. He was on there last
come
2
on
years.
there sometime. Silver Fox wasn't on there. No, he wasn't on this broadcast. No, not this. That man said, get the cotton ready for Rodgers. Oh, yeah, with Will Anderson. Yeah. Hey, the one thing I like about them Texans, them damn defensive ends. Oh, my God.
The Texans, hey, man, if they can pull this thing through and get over this hump in Pittsburgh on the road, playoff time, guess what? It would be special, and it really can help C.J. Stroud. He's really been he isn't playing with the same swag. And
that's what it is, right there. No swag.
That? He had the swag as a rookie. He's not playing with that mojo, and it's almost like you arrogant
enough. He's playing like Jalen Hurts right now. I ain't want to do that to you. Robert, stop it. Hunter 55 is my favorite. Oh, Hunter. The island boy right there having a great year. Hunter. See, I ain't been keeping up with the Texans. I'm serious. I ain't been keeping Hunt. Okay, D Hunt for Texas. But guess what?
There you go.
Hey, your homeboy, A-Rod.
Bad boy.
A-Rod, he was cool with me, but then when he went on Pat McAfee's show, I ain't like him no more. Jimmy, Jimmy, it don't take much for me not to like your ass no more.
He got with his tribe, and you can see it start to leak out his pores. What
So, I
really
want him to
pumped
get his
through his heart.
I want him to get his head stomped in tonight.
There you go. Say it with your chest. Now
Yeah.
there you go. The truth that set you free.
Yeah, I'm
Boom,
just tell the truth.
shakalaka.
I
There you
want
go.
him to
There
get
you
his
go.
head stomped in tonight.
There you go. There you go. Now, there you go. There you go. Now you come on around the corner. There you go. Do it for your son then. Now.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Look, Rob,
But
we see you
I can't
pampering.
wait, man. Hey, Jimmy, I'm gonna have a device right here. I'm gonna have my other stuff right here. I'm gonna be, boy, this gonna be a great broadcast tonight, y'all. Y'all, because I'm gonna get right in the middle of my analogies. I'm gonna put some Texan stuff in there too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, coming out from the break or something, I would come back later for you truck drivers out there. I'd see you, 1 or 2, they can text you in. You give them up there. You ain't got to stop you ain't got to stop on the side of the road. We're going to get you right on through where you're trying to go and drive safely. You got to flip the knob and go nowhere else. Come on, stay on right here.
But I can't wait, man.
And of course, Texas Southern need a win tonight.
Yeah, we need Jim.
Win column.
Jim, we need one bad. Like we need one better than a hog knee slop. You can use that one. That's one of yours. Yeah,
I mean, because Prairie View getting win too. They like 2-2.
Prairie View, all right. Prairie View decent. I ain't comparing these two guys. Prairie View got something that we don't have. So, and I'm gonna just leave that right now. I'm gonna leave that there.
Anyway, we're gonna leave you guys. I gotta hop on and gotta get this, of course, meeting. And I forgot and get ready for this doggone ball game. But I gotta hop on the call, and we'll see you guys. Of course, it's time to slide down Dino's back. Yabba dabba do this thing. But you guys need to share this show. Share it to all of your social media platforms right now. Share the show on your way out the door. You know the routine. And see you guys, of course, on tomorrow. And get on over to rcssports.com and you get a head start and check out the games, the high school games to see on Tuesday, as well as the days of the week that I will be on the Space City Home Network. That's the Houston Rockets channel. I'm on twice this evening. I'm on twice tomorrow, twice Wednesday.
Is it the same show running?
The same show.
Okay.
The same show running in case they a new show comes on Saturday night.
On
Saturday night at 9:30 on a different channel. That's on channel 39. So the new show comes on Saturday night 9:30.
Jimmy, guess who? Hold up, stop the presses. Guess who playing tonight for Mississippi Valley?
And my kid from Eisenhower.
Patrick Punch.
Yeah. He almost had a triple double on Prairie View the other night.
Yes.
Well, had a good stat stuff.
Okay. His dad will be in there. Told his dad to holler at me tonight. Well, his daddy got mad at Chris Walker, said something crazy about the son one time. You remember? He said something about, I knew it was something like that.
Well, and that's a whole nother topic. How to put in your notes, another topic is, like, we have to put it in words, but I describe it. What the topic is when people, the evaluations of your kids, when people say that your kid is not a Division I player, they're really talking about, right? And then some people may be talking about as in the future as a prospective period, and then some people may be talking about right now. He's just not Division I right now. And that's the words that so I know whenever I'm saying he's not D1, I always try to add the words right now. Because some people will hold that against you, and their kid will go to a prep school, get reclassed, go to a junior college, go to an NAIA, then all of a sudden he's in up at a Division I, and they'll come back and find you 5 years later. Hey man, you say my kid wasn't Division I. Oh man, I don't know what your kid gonna be 5 years from now. We was talking about he was not in the prospect right then.
Right.
And that's all. These college coaches ain't calling people asking, do you got a Division I prospect for me in 5 years? You got one for me in 3 years? They're not asking that question. Hell, hey man, they're asking for right now. Hey man, you got some players coming in this portal. So I strongly encourage you guys that are listening right now, that are watching right now. If you are related to people that are playing or that was playing at his college and he's getting in that portal, there are people, there are schools that may be options out there. But at the same time, you're waiting on somebody that's going to try to get you a $20,000-$30,000 bag or whatever the bag may be, and only for you to go and sit your ass on that bench again. And you know doggone well, you know your kids ain't cut from their cloth. Then guess what? So be it. Reap what you sow, if that be the case. I mean, you got. But anyway, we up out here, guys. Share that show. Good show today. Hope you guys learned something. And see you on tomorrow. Peace. Chop shop.
We out.